everybody, I'm Elyse Explosion, and I figured, I just kind of wanted to chat and talk with everybody for a little bit. So it's been like maybe 2 weeks since we got back from Disney at this point, a little over it. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the trip, what we did while we were there, what we did when we got back, what we're going to be planning to do in the future, just to catch up. I don't know. This is going to be a very, very word vomity sort of video, so if you don't want to stick around, I totally get it. But yeah, the trip was really good. We had a really good time. I did get sick like halfway through, and I felt really bad about that. We brought tests with us, obviously. It wasn't COVID. It ended up being the bronchitis that lived with me for like a week and a half afterwards. But I had a really good time. There's something about being in the Disney bubble that is very comforting. And I know that is by design. I really enjoy amusement rides. I think the food there is great. And it was nice to just get away. Work has been very, very exhausting lately, very demanding. I have a project upcoming that requires me to be on site at 5:30 in the morning, which is pushing it for me. That's very, very early and it's an hour away, so it's a bit of a challenge. It's not difficult. It's just I don't like waking up that early. It's rough. So to have the time away was really nice, and to spend the time with my husband was also really nice. Not that I don't spend a lot of time with him to begin with. I mean, we do live together, but sometimes it's just nice to have the option to do something entirely fun. But it was very expensive, as you can probably imagine. Did you know a Disney vacation is very expensive? Wow. It is. It's very expensive. So we decided that was going to be one of our last big hurrahs for a while, because we are really we're really going to lock down and start to devote more towards our savings, towards looking for a house, and then hopefully come May, we're going to be able to secure funding so that we can start actively searching. Because frankly, we're running out of room here. I have had to put a lot of stuff in storage. I have a lot of stuff stored at my parents' house in the old filming room, that I just would like to be able to take ourselves and have the room for, to put on display, to arrange things. Just to have that option. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment and it's been great. I've been here for 10 years, but it's time to start thinking about expanding, and, in case, we get to a point where, the family expands, then we'll have the room to do so. But for now, spending is going on a lockdown. So I'm going to be a lot more meticulous about what I attempt to bring in the house, trying to reduce spending on play lines and dolls that I don't really truly want. And that's tough because I am very, very much a buy now, ask questions later sort of person. But it's not feasible right now. So I'm going to try one of the things that I've been working on, and I've mentioned this a little bit in some other videos, is I've been working on a lot of collaborations with other YouTubers. And the exquisite Marna over at Dolls Rescued has organized some really, really fun ones that are pushing me out of my comfort zone. You guys might have seen the video that I did where I made the cape. That was the first time I had sewn anything in years, and anything at that scale ever. So that kind of gave me the motivation to work on some more. So there are a couple more, at least 2 more Blythe collaborations coming out within the next couple months. And these are large scale collaborations. I'm talking like 20 plus people are working at them at the same time. And I'm super excited. I don't have any sneak previews of my doll right now. But the first one is fairy themed, and I'm very, very happy with what I have so far. I did my first eye chip replacement on a Blythe. I did that. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, Karen helped. She did help. I can't do anything without her help, but we took apart the eye mechanism, and I'm really excited to see how this one works out. Then there's another one coming in the future that I won't spoil too much of. I'll wait for that one to get announced proper. But that one we should have coming up early March. The final dolls are set to be revealed, and I haven't been filming my progress. I think the video is just going to end up being like a final result, because this is taking weeks and weeks for me to put together, because I don't really have the time to do it all at once. But it's really pushing me out of my comfort zone and forcing me to do things that I wouldn't normally do, and I'm really pleased with that. It's something that I wanted to do. You know, I don't have a lot of goals for my channel or whatever, but it's something that me wanted to do as like a personal development sort of thing. Like, I can collect all I want, you know, I can pick up anything and bring it in here, but at the end of the day, something that I've made myself, a genuine creation, that's very, very special to me. And I'm excited. I'm trying to think what else. We've got a couple of like events coming up. Con season is starting back up, and I'm very much looking forward to that. We have a few events on the docket. I'm not sure if I'm going to be filming them, because a lot of them are just single day events, one day events. But we're hoping for a couple of like the larger anime conventions to get back to us. And I would like to start filming those again. Those I always had a ton of fun, even though I'm not cosplaying really anymore. And that's a video in and of itself, but I've tried to record like 5 times and can't get under an hour. So we'll see if that one ends up ever being a thing. I'm happy that that's starting to perk back up, because a lot of events had stopped or slowed, and there's a lot that have not returned, and I understand that entirely. They're very expensive to maintain, and you gotta make sure that people are safe. So if you can't really do that, then I understand. What else? What else is going on? Work is just busy as always. Getting busier, frankly. So we'll see what develops in that arena. Michael bought me a Squishmallow of Mothra, which is the coolest thing to me. We got a Squishmallow of Godzilla from my mom. It's her first Squishmallow and she loves it, and I can see why, because Squishmallows are great. Sometimes you just need like a little soft friend to hug. Even though my house is like 2/3 soft friends to hug and 1/3 Michael. What else is going on? I had so many things that I wanted to talk about and up in here, and now they're gone. I don't know why that happens. It does a lot. Oh, Twitch sort of things. I've been really enjoying Vampire Survivors, so I've been playing a lot of Vampire Survivors on Twitch. It's super fun. It's a very low stakes video game, and it's got a very forgiving learning curve. Just, you know, the more things you unlock, the better it gets. So if you're interested in a low stakes video game, I highly recommend that one. I'm trying to think of other things that like I could do like recommendations on that I've been really vibing with lately. It's mostly just Vampire Survivors. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, as for recommendations, I guess there's a YouTube channel that I've been following lately that that's really captured my attention. There is a wonderful video game store out in Washington called Double Jump Video Games, and the crew of the store do vlogs and, you know, just like daily occurrences in the store, cool trade-ins that they get. If you're interested in video games, it's super fun. It's not like a Let's Play channel, but it's more like behind the scenes of the trade, shall we say. And it's really interesting to me, just to see how it goes. And frankly, I've been like, I wonder if I could own a video game store. I can't. I don't have that sort of experience, but it is very aspirational to me. Just to work with like a really solid group of people to do things that you love. And I work with a really solid group of good people, but I don't know if my career is my passion, so to speak. I don't know. I'm pulling things out of thin air right now. Anyway, watch the Double Jump Video Games, people. They're a ton of fun. I also have been following a lot of like Disney vloggers, so if any of those sort of things interest you whatsoever, I highly recommend Paging Mr. Morrow and the Tim Tracker. They're not exclusively Disney vloggers, but they do a lot of stuff in the parks. They show off like the restaurants, and they're very entertaining. And Disney Dan. I think he's cool, and their vlog channel is very, very fun. Oh, final thing, Patreon. I'm gonna try to poke around to the Patreon again and actually make that feasible and viable. Everybody who has been supporting me on Patreon over the past couple of years, I love you and respect you, and I owe you guys so much. I have not done as much with it as I'd wanted to. I run out of time, and I'm gonna try to prioritize making more posts and videos for Patreon. So if you're interested in supporting me in that manner, it is totally optional. I do not get paid from YouTube. I am not a YouTube partner. So any income that I get from YouTube is predominantly Patreon. So if you ever wanted to check that out, it is patreon.com/Elyse Explosion. Yeah, I just might do some more videos. I've been inspired. My friend Alec has been doing some very cool Patreon exclusive videos for his Patreon. Just like monthly likes and favorites and things that he's been into. And I like doing those for YouTube, but I may do some that are more specific to Patreon coming up in the future. I don't know. Mark my words and call me out if I don't do it. So I think that's gonna be it. This video has gotten a little long-winded. It's already like 12 minutes long, and I'm gonna have to chop like 2/3 of it. But thanks for hanging out with you today, friends. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope things go the way that you want them to go. I've got some more videos. I don't know, I'll link some at the end of this one. Everybody take care, be well, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.